The G2 cloud was discovered a little over a year ago now. It was discovered in a routine observation of the galactic center at the infrared wavelengths by our colleagues in Chile who were observing the galactic center, and they observe it once a month. And they discovered this tiny speck of a cloud that was plunging into the center of our galaxy.
G2 is a cloud about 3 times the mass of the Earth. That's actually pretty tiny to astronomers. It was absolutely amazing that we could detect something 3 times the mass of the Earth in the center of our galaxy. That's about 27,000 light years away. This is a fairly small cloud that's falling into the center of the galaxy, potentially falling into the supermassive black hole. It's on a very elliptical orbit, which means that it moves slowly right here and then whips around the black hole and comes extremely close to the black hole. Right now it's being whipped around, and because we've had images of its movement for the last decade, we've been able to get pretty good information on when it will make the closest approach. And guess what? It's March of 2014. It's about right now.
And as it's falling into the black hole, the cloud itself is getting stretched by the tremendous gravitational pull by the black hole. And eventually what will happen is part of the cloud will survive the passage of the black hole, but some material will fall in, and there will be a great fireworks-like display as that material falls into the black hole.
All supermassive black holes eat. Ours eats just a little bit. The mass of this cloud is actually quite a bit more than it eats every year. And so if this cloud does move into the black hole, that could make the black hole get quite a bit brighter. This
is really a once-in-a-lifetime event where we can study what happens when you take a black hole that has no material around it and you suddenly inject gas and dust into the black hole. So we get to study the care and feeding of this black hole and what happens when you put material into a black hole, what happens after that.
There's a question about how much mass needs to fall into a black hole in order to turn the black hole from a quiescent black hole into an active black hole or a quasar, and we don't really know the answer to that question. So it'll be really exciting to watch the G2 gas cloud fall into the black hole and see if the black hole actually turns on for a period of time, if it produces jets, or if the gas cloud actually forms some kind of accretion disk, or actually turns the black hole into a sort of mini quasar.
So astronomers around the world will be tuned for this event. We know when the event will occur, and we'll have telescopes of radio wavelengths, X-ray wavelengths, infrared wavelengths. All these different wavelengths will be watching this moment of this close passage to see what will happen and whether or not the predictions will come true.